Hey there, foodie friends. It's Amanda and welcome to my kitchen. So I wanted to get started with all of this with a couple basics. One of those that I know a lot of people don't know how to do properly is dice an onion. The reason why it's really important to have an even dice on an onion is so that it cooks evenly and it makes it so much more delicious. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's get started. All right, so before we get started, 3 things you'll need. A good chef's knife or santoku knife like this one, an onion, of course, and a cutting board. All right, let's get started. So the first step I always do is cut the onion in half like this. I like to keep the root attached because if you can see, there's actually a little bulb there, and that's going to help keep our onion together until we don't want it to be together anymore. So that's gonna help us get an even chop without chopping our hand. So, what I like to do also is either remove all the paper on here, or if you have ends that are really papery, or the skin is half paper, the actual onion skin, I just remove the first layer. Let's get that out of here. Next, what I like to do is just chop the end off so we don't have any of those really fibrous or papery ends in our onion at all. Nobody likes to get those when they're cooking or when they're eating, and you know, it tastes kind of weird. So the next thing we do is we're gonna slice lengthwise into the onion. Depending on the size of the onion, you could do 2 or 3 layers. I'm gonna do 3 because this is a fairly good sized onion. Very important that you are very precise with your knife, especially if it's sharp. Then you can see I have 4 different layers of cuts there. Now we're gonna go in and chop it lengthwise this way. So I like to go as far back as I can without removing it from the root. And it's pretty typical to have some little straggler pieces come out like that. Don't worry, they'll get chopped up too. Next step is to go across the onion. A little trick I was once told was if you don't want to cut your hand, which that should be all of us, in order to give yourself a good guide, to kind of push your nails into the onion a tiny bit and just use the knife against the front of your finger just as a guide. So you're not gonna go into your hand and cut your hand. Your knife's not gonna move from that position. So that's just what I've done, and it's worked every time. And we just chop away. And if you get pieces like this, that's okay. Just go in and individually chop them too. And there you have a perfectly even diced onion. So now you know how to properly dice an onion if you didn't already. I'd love to have you guys back. So comment below and let me know what other kitchen or cooking basics you'd like to see. I'd love to hear what you're gonna use your onion in. It sounds real goofy, but you know, it's the truth. And I'd love it if you guys could subscribe, like this video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.